Hello and welcome. You're watching the Modern Mystic radio show. My name is Mystic Sarah. I'm going to be with you for the next 30 minutes. We will be taking 2 callers. So if this is the first time you are tuning in, I'll just give you a quick rundown of how it works. Today I do have a guest. I'll be going through some questions and then we'll be taking 1 or 2 callers where you can get your own free reading. Now, if you would like to get hold of me outside of the show, you can do through my website, which is www.modern-mystic.co.uk, or on my Facebook page under Mystic Sarah. And also Modern Mystic. So let me just introduce my special guest for this evening. He's a psychic medium here from the UK. His name is Steve Townsend. Hi, Steve. How are you?
Hi, thanks for having me on the show.
You're more than welcome. It's lovely to have you on. So you are a psychic medium, is that correct?
Correct, yeah.
So tell us a little bit about your journey into the psychic world. Where did it all start for you?
Started for me when I was a child, very young. Probably about 3, 4 years old. I remember being in my cot and saying to my mum and dad that there were 3 men standing in the corner of the room. And of course they said, no, you're safe, there's no one standing in the corner of the room. And I accepted that from them, but they were still standing in the corner of the room. And it wasn't until years later I realised that these were my guides.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. One of them is Antonio, who's my descendant, he's from my family. And the other 2 have helped me throughout my career and throughout life. I've been very lucky to have kept all 3 guides, because normally, if you change career and that sort of thing, your guides change with it. But they've stuck with me throughout. It's been really good.
Oh, that's wonderful. And are you aware of any other guides that come in when you do, you say, I don't know, some kind of specialist work? You know, say for instance you're reading somebody and perhaps they've got maybe a medical problem. Do you work with different guides, or is it normally the same 3?
Yeah, no. The second guide is a Chinese herbalist, and he's helped me throughout my career. I've been able to help patients to diagnose them, or he's diagnosed them really, and I've passed on the messages to the hospital and that sort of thing. And class and doctor got back to me and said, how did you know that? You know, we've done the tests and we found out, and it was very difficult for me. You haven't said that I was a paramedic. I was a paramedic for 7 years. So it was very difficult for me to say, I was told. I just had to say, it was a lucky guess.
You had an awful lot of lucky guesses, I guess.
I did, yeah. But it saved a lot of people. You know, I went out to a patient that was showing me the signs and symptoms of flu, and they had a very dangerous bacterial infection. And I diagnosed that, or was diagnosed through my guide. And when another crew came to pick the patient up to take him away, I insisted that they put masks and gowns on, protecting. And they laughed at me. You know, they said, there's no need for that, we don't know what it's got. And I insisted, and it wasn't until we got to the hospital and they diagnosed me 6 drugs and that sort of thing, they found he had the infection. So, yeah.
Oh, wow. So they've always helped you in one way or another. I mean, do you actually hear your guides? Is it more telepathic communication, or is it something that you see? How does your information come across for you?
Yeah, both. My guides are very clear to me. I can hear Antonio what he's saying. It's a bit bulky sometimes. I've learned now that if you tell me to do something or advise me to do it, I take that advice. But it's like having another wife, really. Sometimes you think, why should I do that? And you argue back. He gets the bullshit and turning back on me. But yeah, when other spirits come through, sometimes if they passed over very quickly, they're trying to get a message through, they have difficulty getting it through, as you will know. So Antonio works like a translator for me and gives me the information from them that which was great. It showed me struggling to look from people.
So how did you make the step from paramedic to psychic medium?
When I left the ambulance service, I left because I was suffering PTSD. So I had to, I took a break, and I joined a circle, which I hadn't done before. And it opened me up a lot more. I've been able to use my gifts, which I wasn't able to use properly. For example, a few years ago, we went out to a patient, and I can say this now because obviously, it was a while ago, but they were suicidal. And she was with her boyfriend at the time, and I was with another paramedic. I was on a vehicle rather than, I used to do a lot of work on a car on my own.
Yeah.
But this particular time I was with another crewmate, and her mum was standing behind me in spirit, and she was saying to me, when she passed, her daughter went out for a cigarette, and she took that time to pass. But her daughter had always blamed herself that it was her fault because she left the room. And I couldn't give that information across because I didn't want to lose my job, obviously.
Yeah.
And the paramedic who I was with, I didn't think that I knew it was Christian, and I didn't think he was it at all. But she was trying to tell me about the young girl had a dressing gown done up at the neck, and she was saying that there's a necklace under there, and the hair that's in the necklace is mine, and I'd like you to tell her that. And I between us, between me and my guide, I was saying I can't do this. It's impossible.
Yeah.
So we carried on, and we decided to leave the patient at home with a boyfriend, and the paramedic signed off the sheet, and we were just about to walk out the door, and I thought, I can't do this. She's going to do something really silly if we just walk out here. So I turned around to her, I said, look, I'm really sorry. I said, but I've got to say this, your mum's standing behind you. I said, and she doesn't blame you for leaving the room at all. I said, and the necklace that you wear, I said, it's your mum's. It's your mum's hair in there. And she just broke down in tears. And she thanked me so much. It's just what she wanted to hear. All these years, she wanted to hear this.
Yeah.
And we walked out, and the paramedic said nothing. And we got into the ambulance, and he said, what the hell was that? In stronger terms. And I said, I'm really sorry. I said, he said, we thought you when you dropped you. I said, but I hope you say that to you. And he said, no, you saved her life. You've done something that no one else could have done there. And that was very, very special to me at that time.
Do you think that was a turning point for you to realise, well, actually, maybe this is what I need to be doing?
I think, yeah, I stuck with the job too long. Yeah, I should have left much sooner than that. I started the ball rolling. But we do things that we think, when we look back on them, perhaps we should have done it earlier and taken advice and that sort of thing.
I mean, did you find working as a paramedic really hard on your psychic energies, being a natural empath and a natural intuitive? Was it quite difficult to balance the two?
Oh, very much so, yeah. You are thinking paramedic, and the worst job in the world is going up to a top there to run baby side. So it's great to see that spirit lead. And not even, old people that pass, it's their time. But to see the peace on their face and see them as they leave is quite a gift. Yeah, it was a gift for me every time. Yeah. But you still got to go through the procedure. You've still got to carry on doing the resuscitation or whatever it is that you've got to do.
Yeah, it must be tough when you can see something that other people can't see.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So what are you doing now? Now you come out of the paramedic service.
What am I doing now? I do a lot of things with people. I go to houses and that sort of thing, and do readings. I don't do them at home. I prefer to be in their environment. You know, I do paranormal investigations. People like invite me on them occasionally. Little house clearing. But also with the children, for several years I've worked for the company called Design Science. They do science parties, we work in schools. So that's I love working with kids, people with energy. They've got fantastic energy and a great sense of humour.
Do you sometimes see their guides?
Yes, I have done. Yeah, some kids are really difficult, as you well know. So yeah, quite often they don't start working with them until they're probably about 7 or 8. You know, because they realise that at that time they'll understand what they're saying and what they want you to do. And that was the same with me. You know, I could see the guys and they were there. They weren't actually doing anything with me until they were able to understand what needed to be done. Yeah.
And are you the only psychic one in your family, or other people psychic in your family? Does it run in the family?
It does, yeah. My grandmother was very, she was a sensitive. And my daddy, but he won't admit to it at all. But he's had incidents in his past where he's seen things happen, he's had dreams where things have happened that come through and that sort of thing. But yeah, he accepts what I do, and he's happy that I do it. And when you talk to him, I think sometimes he actually wish we do the same thing.
Right, we're going to go on to our first caller. We have Wendy from North Carolina. Hi, Wendy, can you hear me?
Yes.
Welcome to the show. I'm going to pass you straight on to Steve. Do you have a question for Steve this evening?
Basically, I'm concerned about me and my children's future, and if it would continue to be okay. I'm kind of need a little bit of guidance on which way I need to go, and also about my children's father. Should I just go ahead and let that situation go? Because I've been dealing with it for over 20 years, and it just keeps going back to the same thing. So,
yeah. I see a roller coaster here, with things going up and down with you. And just when you think that you've got through that brick wall comes back up again. So yeah, I think you've got to accept that your kids, although they need their father, can I ask, are you with them at the moment? Do the kids see him regularly?
say that one more time.
Do your children see their father regularly? That's what Steve said.
I've been dealing with him for over 20-something years. He recently just left. Usually, my intuition tells me that he doesn't want me, but he always comes back to me. I don't think he loves me, and every time he leaves, he usually goes to be with another woman, and then so.
Yeah, I think you've got to be strong for your children. You know, you can't have it both ways. You've got to look after your kids, and they've got to have stability. They've got to have their roots laid down. So yeah, I think you've got to lay some ground rules down with them. You're going to see the kids, you see them on a regular basis. He's got to turn up when he should. But he's not helping you at all, is he?
No, he's not helping me at all. I do everything. Everything's on my shoulders.
Yeah, you've got to stay strong. And I think eventually he'll drift off. He'll find someone that's at a distance from you. And I don't think you will see as much of him as you do now.
Can you tell me what he said? Because I can't hardly.
Do you want to repeat that, Steve?
Yeah, I don't think you'll see as much of him as you do at the moment. I mean, you'll find someone else, and there'll be a bigger distance between you, and you won't see as much of him at all.
So basically what I feel, he'll find somebody else that he really wants to be with, and then, you know, it'll go on like that.
You've got it. Absolutely.
My feeling, I'm just going to butt in ever so quickly here. You are cutting away everything that has been harmful to you or difficult for you or not supporting you. Does that make sense? You are moving into a time in your life where you are going to be very empowered, and you're going to be the one calling the shots. Now, when I'm looking at your situation with your partner, I'm seeing a soul connection between the two of you, which is why I feel like it keeps on bouncing backwards and forwards, and why you almost find it very difficult to kind of actually separate from each other permanently. And I feel here, I feel like you've given this person, despite the fact that there's a soul connection, despite the fact that when it's good, it can be really good, you've given this person so many chances, and I feel that they've used up their last chance with you. And also another thing to add is that once you let go of this completely within your sort of heart and your soul, not just in your life, I feel that number one, you won't put so much pressure on how he is for the children, but number two is it's been blocking you from meeting somebody that's worthwhile for you. Does that make sense?
Yes, but it's every time he leaves and goes to live with somebody else, it makes me feel like I'm not good enough. So I've been going through this for like over 20-something years.
And this is the year that I feel that you put a stop to it.
Okay.
Okay. And it's good stuff, because beyond that, beyond him, is what I can see a really beautiful relationship that's just waiting for you.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Do you see anything as far as me and my children's future, if it would get better? I mean, it's okay now, but will I get where I want to get?
If I pass you over to Steve for this one.
And so one of your lads got a learning difficulty.
I'm not at the time. I'm not having any money difficult right this second.
Is it a son you have?
Huh?
Is it a son that you have?
What did you say?
Do you have a son?
Do I have a son?
Yeah, boy. Do you have a little boy?
Yeah, I've got two boys, but they're younger. They're younger, 10 and 7.
Okay.
7-year-old. Is the 7-year-old? Was the 7-year-old having problems at school?
I can't. Tell me what he said.
Is the younger one, the 7-year-old one, having problems at school at the moment?
Both of them do. Both of them do.
Mm. Yeah.
Maybe more so the 10-year-old than the 7-year-old.
Another 10-year-old than the 7-year-old. Yeah. The separation from the 10-year-old and the father will help.
Well, he's never really been a father as far as I'm concerned. But they do. They love him. But he's never really been like a father, not in my eyes.
Yeah, I think the 10-year-old's beginning to accept that now, and this year you'll find he'll start picking up more. And the 7-year-old exactly the same. He's gone through his bad time now. He's very artistic, the 7-year-old, yeah?
What did you say?
Is the 7-year-old quite artistic?
He likes to get on video games a lot, so I'm not really sure.
Well, we need to get off those video games because he's quite artistic. I feel that he needs to express himself using art and music.
Oh, okay. I stay up here a lot.
Get him off those computers.
Okay.
You were about to say something, Wendy.
I was just, I stay in fear a lot that I'm not going to be okay. Me and my kids aren't going to be okay, and that's a question I always ask. Oh, are we going to be okay? You know.
Yeah. You need empowering. You need to empower yourself to give yourself more strength. But trust in your instincts. Go with your gut feelings.
Okay.
Don't feel suppressed. Yeah.
I'm going to just quickly.
For the things that I've done, can't really hear.
I have a couple of things I just want to add in to Steve's reading. You asked about your children, whether they're going to be okay. Now, I've dealt out a few cards for them, and the cards have reflected actually what they're going to be like as adults, because obviously this is what we worry about, are our children going to grow up to be okay and everything else. And, the energy that I get with them is very much like chalk and cheese, very different. We've got one that's quite sporty. The other one I feel is a little bit more, I actually kind of get more introverted, reflective. So we've got one that's extrovert, one that's introvert. And I feel, both of them are going to do very well, but in very different areas in their life. I feel like the one that's more extrovert is going to have no problem. Actually, academically, I feel them actually achieving quite well for you. However, I get sports with them too. So I feel like it's a bit of a toss between which way they're going to decide to concentrate their energy. And with the other one that's more introverted, again, I feel like I've got that when I'm looking at their career choice, it feels like I've got them sort of locked away into something, and I feel like this is yet to be discovered. And as I'm tuning into it, it feels like quite intricate and detailed, and taking a lot of time and taking a lot of thought. And I don't know whether this is going to be it, but I'm getting architecture or something like that with them. So I feel that they are going to do very well in life, which is obviously what we worry about. And you yourself, I do get success for you as well. So I feel like both, you, your children, your family will be okay. But I feel like it is time for you to cut out the dead wood. Okay, does that make sense?
Well, I don't think with their father, I don't think I'm going to have too much to worry about. He's probably, going to cut me off anyway. So
yeah, we'll beat him to it.
Yeah. Do you have a time frame of when that's going to happen, or is it already happening now?
We're going to have to leave it there because it's nearly the end of my show. But I feel like this is going to be the year where you see a lot of big changes that you're making at the end of the day. Hope that makes sense. So I hope you enjoyed your reading, Wendy. Thank you for coming through. And thank you, Steve, for joining us. Do you want to quickly tell people how they can get hold of you if they would like a reading with you?
Yeah, I've got a Facebook page called Aura, A-U-R-A. And if you join that, I've got a lot of members on there. But just Facebook me. Just go to the
Wonderful. And thank you so much for joining us. And if you would like a reading with me, you know what to do. Go to the website, which is www.modern-mystic.co.uk. I hope you have a lovely week. Stay tuned for some great shows, and I'll see you the same time next week. Goodbye for now.